1 out of 5 women in America have been sexually assaulted at some point in their lifetime.
And my first thought is, that's a lot of sexual offenders. And I just wonder, who are these men? What are they learning? What are they not learning?
Some say it takes a village to raise a child. And I question, how are we really doing in America? Video games desensitize young boys to violence, teaching them to be comfortable pointing a gun at the head of another human being and pulling the trigger.
There are over 1 million gang members in the United States. Over 90% of them are men. Of those currently incarcerated in the U.S., over 93% are male.
Men in America are taught to use violence and fear to gain respect. But love and grace? No, those are seen as weakness. Yet I wonder why we're surprised that almost half of U.S. children live without their father. So young boys are left to be raised by what they see everywhere else. Our culture teaches that a real man doesn't cry. Popular songs and television shows say he's got money up to his eyes and 12 mansions before he dies.
Magazines teach us that appearances are key. A man is constantly defined by how well he is dressed. And he's got girls on both arms, something never forgotten to be stressed. And bodybuild is so important. Got to hit the gym every day to leave the world impressed.
A real man is strong, independent, and tough. More people will like him if he acts like he's hot stuff. Go on, it's okay. In fact, it's even cool to get a little rough.
Men seek to have the physical characteristics of superheroes like Captain America or Superman. Yet according to too many statistics, they lack their character and their heart.
And this is what I fear. That they miss what it is that makes a man a true superhero. Boys are taught to build themselves up, but not how to actually grow.
But listen up, because I'm here to tell you the truth. That a testosterone-filled appearance or gender alone doesn't make you a man. And what your actions show say a lot more than your appearance ever can. You see, while the world teaches one thing, the Bible teaches something completely different. And if you want to learn how to be a real man, look to the hands that first created you.
A real man cries. A real man bleeds. A real man knows that he is a man made of flesh and blood and bone and everything else I don't really understand. A real man is not made of steel. He's not afraid to show how he feels as if emotions or pain make him any less of a man.
A real man steps outside the status quo to do what he knows is right and step into the spiritual ring with his ultimate foe and isn't afraid to face a moral fight.
A real man knows that to be truly brave, he must first admit that he is truly afraid, but then choose not to walk away.
A real man doesn't stand on the backs of his brothers and sisters. A real man does everything that he can, and he lends a hand to those in need, to the man begging on the street who's just looking for his next meal to eat.
A real man knows women are human too, that they need love and leadership and support, a hand to lift them when they're down and blue, and a shoulder to rest her head on when she's hurt.
A real man wants more from a woman than tan legs, a short skirt, and a flirt. A real man knows that what comes from here is what gives her true worth.
A real man knows how to express himself and how to listen. He knows when it's her turn to speak and when it's his. A real man doesn't always have to be right, even when he knows that he is.
A real man respects his elders. A real man plays with his kids. Any man can father a child. It takes a real man to be a father to his kid.
A real man talks to his daughters about boys. A real man teaches his sons that women aren't toys. He explains the truth about life, leading them down the path of spiritual light.
A real man teaches his daughter how to get her security without a guy and be the man she could always look up to, knowing he would never willingly say goodbye.
A real man doesn't want to come in first and step on everyone to get there, but would rather finish last and make sure everyone else finishes.
A real man is aware of the pain that he causes. He is not proud of it. He's saddened by it.
A real man doesn't win fights. He prevents them.
A real man works hard for what he makes. It makes more out of life than money.
A real man bleeds when he falls down. He doesn't pretend to wear a crown in a fantasy world in his mind where he believes himself a god divine. A real man understands that it's not his job to be the man, but to simply look to God and be the man humbly holding God's hand.
Because in the end, what the media doesn't teach boys is how to stand. It gives them the tools they need to fall, to arrogantly stand tall, making sure he takes care of number one, even if that means showing no compassion at all.
When your time is up and the sand runs out, will you be able to say, I lived and loved without a doubt? Or will you look back on your life and think to yourself, how come I never loved with all my might?
Because in the end, all men will be judged, but not based on how strong their muscles are or how cool and fast is their car.
A real man is not judged by how many trophies he will win or by the color of his skin. But a real man is judged by the love that he shares and whether he indulges or turns from his sin.
A real man is judged by the strength of his character and the depth of his heart within. Ultimately, it's up to you, the man you want to be.
And ladies, it's up to you, the company you keep. I want a real man.
I want to be a real man. How about you?